Bristol Palin has just announced that she is pregnant with her second child. Now, this comes a month after she called off her wedding with her fiance, Dakota Mayer. He was a Marine. And she is a single mother of one, and pretty soon she will be a single mother of two. She went to a blog to kind of share her story, although she did so reluctantly. She said that she is honestly, she said, honestly, I've been trying my hardest to keep my chin up on this one. I know this has been and will be a huge disappointment to my family, to my close friends, and to many of you. She also says, I do not want any lectures, and I do not want any sympathy. Okay, so just one quick point before we get into the hypocrisy of her getting pregnant out of wedlock when she was an advocate for abstinence. Look, your child one day will grow up and will read what you wrote about him or her, and it's a really, really bad idea to say, I'm having a really hard time keeping my chin up with this one. Mm-hmm. So that was a bad idea.
Great point. I hadn't thought of that.
That was a bad idea. Look, I actually want to take the high road with the story and not...
I do not.
Okay. I don't want to get gossipy or tabloidy or cruel to her. I think that it was a terrible idea for her to go around the country advocating for abstinence and basically judging others for the way they live their lives. Okay, she got paid over $200,000 by the Candies Foundation, which is an organization that tries to prevent teen pregnancies through abstinence education. We know abstinence education is a complete and utter failure. Bristol Palin has proven to us not once but twice that she can't even follow abstinence, right? So for her to, or for any conservative to continue funding abstinence-only education, pushing for abstinence-only education, and defunding comprehensive sex education is beyond harmful to society, especially when you look at red states like Mississippi that have the highest teen pregnancy rate, and then states like New Hampshire, which have comprehensive sex ed, and you realize, oh my God, they have the lowest teen pregnancy rate. We need to be smarter because this abstinence-only thing is not just part of the conservative agenda, it's destroying the country by not educating the youth with information they need to know.
That's the high road. Now, here's what I say.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Okay, so I'm the bad guy, but let me explain why I am, okay? So I would like to start with this question. Where are the fathers? I don't know. The black community gets asked all the time, where are the fathers? In the case of Bristol Palin, it's one person that you have to ask, where are the fathers? There's so many of them.
Oh, come on.
Okay. No, I'm coming, and you're not going to stop me. Okay, there is one way to stop me, and I'll explain that at the end. Okay, so let me get this right. If a political family got into fights all the time and then had their kids have out of wedlock births all the time, and they were black. Now, Dan Savage makes the point, what if it were the Obamas?
Yeah.
What do you think Fox News would do to them? They'd call them thugs, right? Oh, getting into fights, riots. The Palins, like that literally could have been called a riot, the enormous brawl that they started in Alaska, right? And then you've got all the out of wedlock births, et cetera. So are we not allowed to call them thugs?
Okay, can we just...
Okay, where are the fathers?
I think you're making a good criticism of the people of Fox News and everything, but that doesn't mean that we need to stoop to their level and start...
No, it does, and I'll tell you why. And I'm not stooping to their level, okay? Bristol Palin can make me stop, okay, by coming out and saying, I'm sorry for all the people that I judged. I was wrong, okay? If she comes out and says, abstinence doesn't work, I'm living proof it doesn't work, and what we're trying to do is get people to stop their humanity. And then after they can't stop being human beings and they have sex just like I did, just like everybody does, right? And then they have kids, we should stop shunning them and we should stop judging them and we should stop doing all the horrible, mean things my family, my party has been doing all this time. The horrible things I got paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to do, to go out there and wag my finger at them. No, Bristol, you don't get to wag your finger, get paid for wagging your finger, and then once you do it, go, oh, no, don't hit me. It's like an old school wrestling bad guy move, right? You hit the guy with the chair, and then when he turns around, he's gonna hit you, and then you go, no, not me. No, I will hit you. You're wrong, and I'm gonna ask you where all of your fathers are for all your kids, until you say, you're right, I was wrong, I should have never judged all those people.
I don't think she needs to be hit, but I agree with you to some extent. I think this was her opportunity to come out and say, you know what, my previous thinking was wrong. People should be able to have sex with who they want to have sex with, when they want to have sex. We should be teaching sex education in our schools. And this was her opportunity to separate herself from her mom and develop her own voice, to develop her own career. And I think on that regard, she effed up. But I don't think it's for us to like hit her, judge her, whatever, because we don't want to. We want her to be on our side. We want her to stop doing that.
Yeah,
I'm tired of it. I disagree with you guys.
No,
and I'll tell you why. Because it's not like I think, oh, haha, she had sex a couple of times and she got pregnant and I think she's a bad person. Of course not. Our whole point is that we don't think people like that are bad people. We think they're human beings and they did what they did and they shouldn't be judged. Obviously, that's my whole point. But that doesn't mean I'm going to let up on her. Because she never let up on those people. Her mom doesn't let up on those people. Her party doesn't let up on everybody else. They do the same. This hypocrisy cannot stand. So there are people that we've done stories on that get an abortion, then turn around and join the pro-life protest afterwards, earnestly. And they say, well, no, I had to get the abortion. The other ones are sluts. Okay? So, no, I'm not going to let you get away with that. So you don't get to have that hypocrisy. And so this is what the right wing does all the time. Oh, family values. Josh Duggar molests his sisters. No, forgive. I mean, for Christ's sake, I'm not comparing Bristol Palin, but even in the extreme case of Dylan Roof, what's the first thing the judge does? Forgive. He shot 9 people. Forgive. Everybody go forgive now. So whenever anybody on the right does anything wrong, we have to immediately forgive. No, I don't forgive. Until you forgive, I don't forgive. So I need her and Sarah Palin to come out and say, we were wrong. Abstinence education leads to more pregnancies, more out-of-wedlock births. We were wrong in judging everybody else and saying they got to live by our rules because we don't live by those rules. You say that, and then I say, hey, man, I feel for you. Hey, how do you need, I'm a progressive. How do you need help? Let's all work together to help you, right? But until then, you can take the hundreds of thousands of dollars you made by judging other people and fuck off with it.